All right, here's the universal potato salad dressing. You could use it for my fake potato salad or real potato salad. So you basically start out with mayonnaise. I'm going to use a half a cup. Mustard a little bit, just a squirt to give it some color and a little extra flavor. A rib of celery, a quarter of an onion, some sweet gherkin pickles. These are low carb uh, gherkins. You could use sweet relish or dill relish. 2 eggs, white vinegar. I kind of like potato salad to be a little vinegary and then offset some of the sweetness of this sugar-free gherkin, and then salt and pepper to taste. So next I'm going to prep the dressing and put this aside and prep the potatoes, air quotes. So let's continue on. All right, everything's chopped up. The one rib of celery turned out to be about a half a cup. Generally onions, I like onions, so this turned out to be a half a cup, that quarter onion. You could use half or use less. 2 eggs. The fat-free gherkins I chopped up coarsely, and this is about a third a cup, almost half a cup. This is half a cup of mayonnaise, a little generous half a cup, 120 grams if you weigh it, makes it easier. And I just used a little squirt of mustard to give it some color, and it adds a little extra flavor. Vinegar, salt, and pepper I haven't added yet. Usually with potatoes, I like to sprinkle the vinegar on top of the freshly cooked and diced potatoes, and then I kept a little of the pickle juice to add a little sweetness as needed. So salt, pepper, vinegar, this stuff I'll add as I taste. And also you could add more celery, less celery. This is sort of just a basic potato salad dressing. One thing about the celery, if you're using, this is sort of the outer leaf, so it's has long strings. So I like to go in and pull out the strings on the celery, because these tend to be tough. So you just go in and just kind of slide through and pull the strings out. You might have to do it from both ends just to make sure you get all the that stuff out. And now I'll go chop it up. So for the dressing, I'll just mix everything together. I'll add the eggs last since it's kind of a delicate ingredient, but celery in. I'll add all the onions. I was trying to decide if I want to add them all or not, but generally the onions add a lot of flavor. And then the gherkins. You could use sweet relish, dill relish, and I didn't have any relish, so I chopped my own. And mix, mix, mix. Now I'll add the, I like hard-boiled eggs in my potato salad. I think it adds extra flavor and protein and a different texture. One thing I will add is pepper. And that was a few shakes. Then off to the refrigerator this goes. And as you cook the potatoes or whatever you use, you could add more mayonnaise or salt, pepper, anything else you like. Right now, not bad. I think I'll add a little pickle juice to add a little sweetness to it. This is sugar-free, just a few drops. Then I'm gonna put this in the fridge and prep the fake potatoes. Try it a little more. All right, that's better. All right, for my keto potato salad, low carb potato salad, fake potato salad, I'm using radishes. One thing about radishes, they grow in the ground, so sometimes they're a little muddy. So what I do is just, since we're only eating the red parts and not keeping the greens, I'm gonna strip the greens off, soak them in water, the radishes, to let the mud kind of get wet and soggy, and then rinse them a few times to make sure there's no residual sand in the radishes. And then I'll dice the radishes up and cook them, boil them. Right, the radishes have been soaking for a couple minutes, and then I just agitate them with my hands to try to scrub off any dirt. But there's a couple more rinsings that I'm gonna make sure that all the dirt's going away. I just move this over to a little strainer. That way if there's any dirt remaining on it, it'll strain through as I rinse under the sink. I don't know if you could tell by looking at the water, it is a little murky from I think the mud and whatever's left on the radishes. So I'll rinse a few more times, and then I'll start peeling the roots and cutting it up into bite-sized bits. Alright, here's some clean water. I'm just gonna take this to the sink and just continue rinsing. Alright, the radishes have been rinsed, so the way I prep them is to take off the stem, or the stem and the root end, and then cut into like bite-sized pieces. And just continue with the rest of them. Root, stem, bite-sized pieces. Alright, here's the cleaned and cut radishes into sort of like potato bite-sized pieces. Next, I'm going to blanch in hot water. Alright, the water has come to a boil. I'm going to add the radishes and just let them blanch. Alright, the radishes have been cooking for about 10 minutes. I've been checking every once in a while to make sure they were kind of fork tender. So I'll give it a try. Just scoop them out and dry out a little. Let me try it real quick. Definitely a lot more, definitely tender now. I tried cooking 3 to 5 minutes, and I tried them, and it was actually a little crunchier than I wanted. I like them to be softer, but they were cooked. But for for potato salad, I like them, the potatoes or the radishes, to be a little more tender. So I think about 10 minutes in that range would work. Just check to your desired doneness. If this were a regular potato salad, what I would do, and I'm going to do this here, is that I'd take vinegar and salt and pepper and just squirt the potatoes, or in this case the radishes, with vinegar. It helps with potatoes, they absorb the flavor a lot better. Add some salt and add some pepper. The idea is to season each component of the dish, and when it comes together it should form a nice, well flavored, balanced dish. Alright, here's the cooled radish. I went ahead and cut them into smaller pieces just so that they aren't big mouthfuls, and they're more similar to a size of potato salad. Here's the dressing. It's been in the fridge. I'm going to add the dressing to the potato salad. I'll add it all. Eggs. And I'll just mix it in. Sometimes with these salads, is it really the potato that you're eating, or is it the dressing that you're more attracted to? So this is the basic potato salad. I always think it's better the next day. Let me give it a quick taste for flavor and whether it needs more vinegar, salt, and pepper. I think the tartness is good, the sweetness is good. I think it needs a little more salt, so I'll add more salt. So this is the basic potato salad. I'm going to add a little more bonus since this is a low-carb potato salad, sort of keto, so generally you add a little more protein. So I have 3 pieces of bacon that I crumbled and crisped up. Add that. I'll just add it all. And add some cheese. This is 8 ounces of cheese. I might add half and see how it looks. I cut it into, well, it's a little more than a 1/4 inch. So I'll add half. So this is a Faketato salad using radishes, adding bacon and little cheese to it. Looks like I could use the rest of the cheese. So 8 ounces of cheese into the refrigerator it goes. Ready the next day. Enjoy.